Hey guys, this is Gaijin Hunter. I was thinking to myself, how do I show off one of the coolest monsters in this game that everyone wants to see but not make a video that's too long? The answer? Go in there with an incredibly overpowered, overleveled up Stygian Zinogre. It's exactly what I'm going to do. I've raised a Stygian Zinogre to be completely focused on doing dragon attack. This thing is going to be an absolute powerhouse against Fatalis. Fatalis is not involved in the story of the game, it's just one of those hidden bosses that are unlocked in the very end. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the hunt. I'll try to comment, but first enjoy the cutscene of it coming on down. Okay, one of the main points of this battle is at the very end when it's down to 0 life, just 1 hit point. No matter how much damage you do, it's going to do an attack that kills both you and your monster. What you want to try to do is have an armor skill with the skill Guts, which allows you to take a whole bunch of damage but still come back. If you can't get that, or for some reason it doesn't activate though, as long as you have 2 or 3 hearts, you're a-okay. So for the opening turn, I'm throwing an item here which will give us 1 extra life. It acts sort of like Guts. So instead of having 3 carts, we'll have 4. I'm going to use Stygian and go after the head. You could just go after the body of the monster, but if you break the head, you'll get a drop, which is an extra item, and you'll stop it from doing its breath attack, which you'll see in a moment here. You also notice that the tail swing of Fatalis does bleeding. Now I got my rear end kicked around by this monster pretty hard the first time this morning when I was playing it, but then I completely redid and configured my Stygian to be a dragon killer and it became much easier. So I'm going to try to focus on having the monster hit the head. I'm going to blast it. What's really weird is Fatalis is actually pretty weak to fire as well in this game, which I found pretty interesting. Maybe that's a thing, and I'm just, such a newbie to the series that I just don't know. I got really lucky there that Fatalis tried to do a face-off against my Stygian, because that will earn me a lot of gauge, which allow me to keep doing skills, because if you run out of that skill gauge, you're in deep trouble in this battle. Here comes his breath. For my charm, I'm also completely overpowered in the fact that I'm using a fully maxed out gold Raytheon set, which is powerful against fire, and I have a charm that not only gives me guts, but also defense against dragon up large. So you'll notice that my main hero is not taking a whole lot of damage, and that's due to my level and also my configuration. So we've broken the head. At this point you're probably thinking Fatalis is nothing but a chump, pushover change, and you know what, you're right, against my Zinogre it's nothing. So if you break the head, it lowers its fire and its dragon attack, which is all good, and because I've been really lucky, I have plenty of gauge to play with. I'm going to go after the tail. If you notice, I almost have enough gauge already to do a ride on as well, which I'm going to try to utilize at the end to really knock down the body's health. The amount of damage on that is so sick. Now, if my monsters weren't this strong, usually his tail slap will do like, I don't know, like 150 to 200 damage a piece. I also got really lucky that he managed to split up the attacks, 1 against me, 1 against my monster, when normally he'll do 2 against 1 person, and that can be really devastating. It's our first cart of the match, but that's okay, we can make that back up because we've got the items. So I'm going to go ahead and use an ancient potion. You can only have 1 of these, but it does restore your health and it restores a heart. Damn man, this thing is no match for my Stygian. Okay, now that we've managed to break both parts, I'm going to ride on the Stygian. We're going to try to go ahead and get up to level 2 here, so see if we can bait him. And it worked. He went for power, and speed beats power, so we cancel the attack, we hit him, and we go up to level 2. I could try for level 3, but he got upset, so I decided not to risk it. Sit back and enjoy the awesome attack. Fatalis killer, go! 2000, man. Boom. So he's pretty low on health, so I'm going to go ahead. I've run out of skill points, though, so there's not much I can do, so I'm just going to go ahead and attack him normal. I got lucky here again. He was pulling power and I was doing speed, got really lucky. Gives me enough gauge to knock him down. Now at this point I know I'm probably going to kill him, which means that I better get ready for his super attack. But luckily I have 4 carts that I can do, so I was a-okay. I don't even know why I was wasting my heal here. I have toggled the attack speed down to ×1, so you notice it feels very slow. You can go all the way up to ×3 speed if you like. It's up to you to choose. Blast. Okay, he's not quite dead yet. He's almost dead. I do prefer to play on ×3 speed, which is really fast. ×1 feels a little slow for me. ×2 feels perfect, which is what I was using for the majority of this hunt. But I wanted to show off its final attack here, so I brought it back down to normal speed. It's probably a little jarring at first. Uh-oh, here it is. This is the one-hit kill. This means he has 1 hit point left. It's so cheesy of the game to do that, though. Notice my hunter has a little less than half health, which is why Guts did not activate. No. No. Ugh. At this point, make sure you choose a different type of attack. So if he's doing speed, I'll do technique. Let's just make sure we get 1 hit in and we're all good. There we go, and the black dragon is down. Anyways, again, this was a completely overpowered hunt, but if I didn't do this, it would be probably a 20-minute video, and you guys don't want to watch 20 minutes. Got a bunch of parts, so hopefully I can make his gear and his weapons later. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Fatalis is awesome, but so is all the other monsters in the game. I really hope this game comes to the West, so hashtag it, Monster Hunter Stories for the West. Until next time, happy hunting.